Professional 1 done, and here we are reviewing a game from the 4th round of the London Open tournament. Chun Fang is playing black, and Lee Chanhyuk from Korea is playing white. It all started maybe a bit not usually. Perhaps a more common move after white's pincer is to jump into the corner and play something like this, and black plays this modest knight's move and then even more modest one space extension. Where should be white's next move? Well, we all know a Joseki which looks like this, well, with black stone a bit further. Now it is a bit closer, so maybe white will be happy. So should white play here? Well, in fact, no. This move would be over-concentrated. It's better to play further. Why would we play so close if we already have 2 stones? From 2 stones, we usually would extend 3 space even. So maybe this move. And in the game, Chun Fang plays even further. I don't know if I would play as far. Maybe I would play this one or that one, but actually, white's move is also normal, and it's better than playing so close. This would be not an efficient shape. So maybe now white can be happy with the result, because this stone is more efficient and that shape of black looks inefficient. But black says that actually it's not too bad for black because of a weakness in white's shape. And this weakness is pretty annoying. We will see it now, how annoying it was. I don't know, maybe it would be a good idea for white to just add a move, even if it means that black will attack us from the other side. Because look what happens. Black goes in, and then white played from the top. And now black's goal is not to save the stone. This would be easy, but it wouldn't be so great. Maybe playing like this is also an option. But black chooses another thing. Black plays Hane and then Ataris from the top. And the first intuition is to connect. And it's not bad. Like, we capture black stone. Even though our shape is not great because it's an empty triangle. And then what can we expect? Black will push. If we now just make sure that black stone is dead, black will add one more move, and we could think, alright, black played the move and then they forced white to have not that many points and live with a bit awkward shape, but alright, white can play elsewhere. But in fact, the next move of black is center, and this is already quite annoying. If white doesn't answer, then black plays here, here, and locally white is dead, right? So what to do? White could still add one more move, but then black got all of this in center. So another idea for white is not to play here, but to play a bit more actively, maybe bump or play here. But then still the shape will be a bit not great. Maybe go like this. Maybe like this is better. We live in a bit bigger shape. But still, black managed to force white to create a wall in center and decrease white's area. So white didn't like these variations, and white chose a different attitude. White played from below and then plays on the outside. Well, it's a pity that we lost the stone. We gave our opponent the Ponuki, but maybe at least we are connected and we go out. So this is an alternative, and difficult to choose which move is better. It seems that both are fine, but we will see what happens later in the game. White plays seemingly very natural moves. Goes out, Hane, black extends. Black doesn't want to get into such a fight because white will live on the bottom and black will have not a nice shape on the outside. So black extends, and then white plays this one, pushes once more. And it looks like, wow, great, white got out, alright, maybe black got a strong shape on one side and the other side, but now it's white center, and white used the center to attack a bit the group on the bottom. But now an unexpected attack from black came. Black played this Hane, white plays Atari, and black doesn't start a call. Lets white capture that stone, but himself, he connects from below to the other group, and it means that white's group is disconnected. And this is not a good news for white. It went like this. White's group has only 3 liberties. Certainly white needs to take care of this group, but on the other side, that other group is also not in a nice situation. Let's say that white spends a move and then black could play like this and let white run, or maybe play from the outside and let white live very small. That would be too good for black. So the conclusion is that it was not a good time to erase black's base, especially if by playing the attack which black played, black manages to secure that group which white was supposed to attack with the descent at c2. So it was better to maybe play this descent. It might look a bit slow. It's unfortunate that white finishes in gote all that fight, but it also has a continuation of jumping into the corner or maybe just playing a 3-3 invasion. This would be better. In the game it looks like this, and now white continues to give some shape to the group. This is an interesting choice, and white didn't play this one and that because the shape is too bad. Well, maybe white doesn't need to answer all of this. Maybe white can give away 2 stones, but still, not many liberties and no eye. So white chooses this move, and then white aims at capturing the stone. And if black plays here, then maybe white's next move is not that Atari, which is not an Atari anymore, but to extend, maybe better. Right now, black chooses a different way. Black encloses white, and now actually white had a good move, which white missed in the game. So one idea is to just live small scale, but that's not great. That's only 2 points. Black secured the corner, enclosed white, and black can continue. The other idea is this jump. This is what white played in the game, but that's risky. We can see this variation. Black pushes in, and if white connects, then white can try to make an eye, but in fact black will do everything to destroy this eye. And even if white cuts black like this, it seems difficult to live. Maybe there is some tesuji, but it seems, well, not really working. So white is about to die. Terrible. In the game though, white had a very flexible thinking, and after, well, first black added moves there, and then only now black pushed. And now instead of connecting and, well, dying with the group, white played this one. This is an interesting choice. If black plays here, then white lives very, very comfortably. But black can of course kill white's group with this move. But at least white lives in the corner. This is what happened in the game. But the game is good for black because black's groups are completely safe, as white's group in the middle of them died. Sorry for these 3 points on the board. So what was that other move which white missed? There is a tesuji, a move here. Where could black play? Black can just Atari down, but then white lives, and not such a small scale as just by turn. Black can connect, and then it's either the same, or black can start a fight, but black will die here. That's also not great for black. Black can maybe Atari from this side and connect like this, but still, it looks all like black dying. So, in fact, this move just gives a comfortable life to white. And the move from the game, well, it's good that white lived in the corner, but unfortunately white lost also a big group. Maybe it was possible to live now, but then the other group suffers. So in the game it's like this. Black pushes, plays bamboo joint, and white makes life. I wonder if it was a good exchange, this for this. Not sure, because white could just make life, right? White could just play here. And then is it good? AB. Usually we don't play on the second line if we don't have to. And here white does not have to, because even if black blocks, it's gone. White is already alive in the corner. So maybe it was unnecessary, and it loses some potential for the future. Like maybe white could play this move. Maybe it's better if white has a stone here and black here, instead of the other way around. Or maybe it's better to just keep this decision for later, so not play anything right now, later we will choose. Yeah. In the game it's like this though, and now black has center. So black continues. Well, it makes sense. If black doesn't add a move there, then white can turn and maybe count on creating a moyo. Still it's open, so I don't know. If we are scared of this turn, then maybe it is better to push. Later black anyway pushed, so I don't know if it was good to make the exchanges, which black did in the game. Black played such moves and then black pushed. So it makes really a lot of sense if we expect white to just extend, and then we already have these stones, and we can play such a move which splits this stone from the other stones. Maybe white can still do something, but the corner will also suffer. So this was black's plan, but white didn't want to follow black's plan, and white knows that white needs to play a bit active, otherwise the loss on the bottom will never be compensated. So white attacks. And I think that white started here a very interesting fight. It was quite exciting how the game went. And then this move. I think that it was maybe more natural to expect black to play Hane, because black pushed and black expected white to extend, but white doesn't extend, so black Hanes. But white was prepared for this situation. White's plan was to just play this one. And then, what did black gain? White is basically alive, like maybe black can still attack a bit, while black doesn't get much. But if black plays this shape move first and white connects, now white is not alive. So this was a nice thinking by black. That's why white extended. But this means that black can cut in center. And this will be useful because later black will be able to create a moyo. Black didn't play this move because probably black found it a bit risky. This strategy that we will just create a moyo and for now we give away the two stones or just forget about them for some time, looks a bit like not completely safe, because who knows, maybe the moyo will get reduced, maybe white will manage to live inside, and we already gave away a lot. So instead black tries to save the stones, and this is an interesting choice of black. Usually we wouldn't play such a move because it strengthens white, it gives white the fourth line territory, but right now maybe black is not afraid of giving white the fourth line territory if it means that it will be easier to connect the two stones. Well, this is the important goal here. Like for example, now the cut doesn't work, so maybe this was black's idea, or if white plays Hane, then actually it's a difficult fight, but white can lose really a lot on it. We lose the whole group. So white doesn't want to give black that, but on the other hand, if white ignores, then it's good that black attached, because attachment puts the most pressure possible. So white answers with a Hane very actively, and then instead of connecting, which would also be a bit slag because then black gained even more stones on the outside, white pushes, white keeps pushing. And maybe if black continues to extend, only now white would split. And who knows how the fight will go. Well, white is already quite safe. Black is not safe yet, but maybe black will also run, so this would be possible if black just extends. But black thought that black found a better move. Black attached. And what can white do? Well, if white tries to split black, black would block. Then white can cut, but black plays turn. But white thought black will anyway answer here. Black will never play this move because then white gets completely connected and black is still in trouble. So why do we need to play this exchange and then that move? If we want to play 1 to 3, then we go directly to 3. That's a principle of finding a tesuji. And this is a very strong move of white. If black plays like this, then white gets what white wanted. So in the game, black extended, and now white is happy that white didn't make this exchange, which only connects black stones. And well, how to continue? Well, it would be best if white can connect and then black stones are all dead. But maybe it's still too risky. Even though white didn't play this exchange, it seems impossible to capture black stones, right? The ladder doesn't work. What is the other possibility? Maybe white can play like this. Aha! Then black has only 3 liberties and white has 4. What else could black do? Perhaps black would just extend. But then white will probably manage to run. So maybe it was not a bad idea to connect and make sure that the 4 stones are encircled, separated. In the game, white spent a move to escape with the group, but now black used the opportunity very well. First cut and then, maybe a bit unexpected move, connection. Empty triangle, looks not so great, but if white spends a move, then black can play here and then cut. And this move is certainly center. And then here. That's difficult for white. On the other hand, if white ends a move there, then perhaps the 4 stones die. What is the other choice of white? Maybe go down. Still, it's dead. Instead, white found a move which tries to do both things at the same time. Very strong move. Jump down. And now black goes through, but white didn't block, because white knew that there is this risky stuff here. White connects, very nice shape. And now if black continued, white would connect here. And this looks very risky for black. Maybe black manages to make life, but it's not 100% obvious. And even if black manages, white gets the outside, white is safe here, and maybe white can add one more move here. Is it a good result for white? Well, I think that it's not enough, because white lost a corner, gained only a few points here, and a wall, but black has center, black plays a move here, and black already has so many points. It's like 30 points, but maybe even a bit more. 30 points, how many white can count on? Like, this is basically black's privilege to jump in, so white might count on, I don't know, maybe 20, then a bit here, 30, plus here, plus komi, well, 40 plus. But black has 30 already on the bottom, then still something in the corner, and on that side, rather a good game for black. So it would be alright for black to just make life, but black maybe was a bit afraid that it's not clear that the group lives, or maybe black had another thing in mind. This block seems weak. It seems like it is going according to white's plan. Now white connects, and well, black can capture a stone and make life. But this is such a small life, and even it activates this cut. So like this doesn't look good for black. But black had a tesuji in mind. Black played this one. And actually this move captured white's 4 stones. Now white blocked. White gets the block in center. So in the game black just went in, and the 4 stones are dead. That's a bad news for white, because the idea of this move was that it connects white, kind of. It saves the 4 stones, and the white will have time to play a move there. But now, even though this move doesn't work, right, there is that tesuji, which black used, and unfortunately white dies. So this is already a bad situation for white, because white attacked black stones and then even added the move, because if not, then black can get even more. White's gain is just that white secured the corner and now played another move to secure points here, but black gained so much there. Black is good. Black continues with this capture, and white needs to take care of the group, but it only gives black more stones on the outside. And black has center. Maybe black didn't need to play this move. Maybe easier to just secure points if we are not afraid of white's going out. I think it's not very scary. In the game, black played this move, which puts pressure on white's group, so maybe better than just taking points, but white finds time to approach black's corner. Now, very interesting move of black. Instead of just extending and playing this joseki, black goes from this side. And I think that the usual continuation might be like this, this, this. White gets more on the outside, but maybe black gets more on the side, which might be a good idea if we add one more move and the stone just dies and the aji is not really usable for white, the aji of that single stone. But white wants more, and white plays hane, which is a bit risky move because black could cut. And then a fight would happen. I don't know how to judge such a fight. White lives in the corner certainly, but the players are cut on the outside. Black now plays this peep. I don't know, it might be some preparation for this fight I was talking about, because, for example, now Black can capture White's stone in the ladder. Maybe this was the idea, and maybe this is why White answered from the outside, but this gives Black, of course, the possibility to just capture one stone and still attack White's group. For now, Black decides to not cut, to play a bit safer. Black plays from the outside, White plays Hane because White knows that White needs to be active, and White tries to pull a hand towards the weak group. But Black calmly answers, and now, well, if Black continues to calmly answer, White will be happy that the groups get connected and White has a lot of points, but now Black says no, the move of White was not so much of center, and Black can gain still something by putting pressure on White's group. This is what happens. Now White makes sure that the group is alive, but this is a very small life, only 3 points, and Black managed to secure all that territory. So this is already a victory for Black. The pressure is very painful. So White lives, then White also gets that stone, but Black just starts playing Yose, playing endgame, and White counts points and realizes that surely Black is ahead by a lot. So Black won this game. It all started with this painful cut, and then White didn't find this tesuji. White played that move, but it meant that a big group died. So what should have White done? Go down and make sure that the shape is all right. Maybe play like this and this, just to not leave that aji behind, or just connect. This is also fine. Nothing to be too afraid of. This is it about this game. I think it was very, very interesting. So for now, see you.